Master Chef JoJo, take 2. Chef, do you think you could cook us up a little intro for yourself?
Well, my name is Joseph Judy, the male name, Judy Saudi, and we are in California.
I'm gonna open this up easy for you. When did you move here?
About 7, with my family.
So what made them come here?
I think the American dream, you know, to own a business out here and get that going. They're from Syria and Lebanon, so they had that aspect of just, you know, starting nothing from something, so.
So what kind of business did they start?
Liquor store, of course. Bro, come on.
I think I know the answer to this question, but tell me, was there ever any pressure on you?
I actually surrounded myself around my friends a lot. And my family's that old culture, so it's so hard to get them to understand like what was really going on like with inside my head. It's like work hard, work for the family, get paid minimum wage for the rest of your life. Oh, we're about to die, here you go, here's the business. That was kind of hard. You know, trying to get their mind to transform on the more modern way that society was going, I guess at a young age, even then when like hip hop and Wu-Tang and all those things are influencing me like crazy, you know, like, and that's what honestly kind of helped me grow into the person I am today from that culture, you know, of just staying really busy, focused, and executing very well. The entrepreneur way, I guess you could say, and at least try. You know, if you fail, get back up and go again. And watching them fail over and over, being from Syria and kind of getting the shit that they got, if it wasn't for the Arabic community, I don't think I would be who I am today.
How did your passion for cooking, shall we say, ignite?
I started cooking like heavily, about 4 or 5, like where I was in the kitchen, making dough to make bread, out there picking grape leaves to make the grape leaves, you know, for Dad when he got home from work. And we had our grandma living with us. It's called sittu in the Lebanese and Arabic language. So Sittu and I would just be cooking and prepping, and you know, Mom would come home halfway through the shift of the day while, you know, we were cooking and learning how to just, you know, make sure we keep the oil clean, you know, just in the deep fryer. That deep fryer was gold, bro. That motherfucker pumped money. That was like a lottery machine. Like, so you had to, that was very important to me for a while. Then the old school methods of just like turmeric and grinding spices, et cetera, through Middle Eastern. And it came to like around 12, 13 years old and understanding that there's a molecular side of the world and watching how French cuisine took over my brain.
How did the business bloom?
I guess you could say started off like selling our food dream was inside that liquor store, so we catered to like everybody that was working on the fields. You know, hot chicken, fries, a deep fryer. That's all we had, and we were just pumping it out to everybody on lunch, coming in selling like $5 baskets, and then it went to sandwiches, and then you know, wraps and things like that. And then we bought our first restaurant, and then we bought our first steakhouse, and then it went from there to catering. So now you're still tying that Mediterranean feel around all that cuisine.
Growing up, did you have any influences or idols that you looked up to?
Seeing Emerald on TV from BAM, and I'm watching everything from Gordon Ramsay, and I'm watching every Gordon Ramsay recipe, and I'm studying everything, getting on every still masterclass that he pushes out. Every Thomas Keller masterclass, I still push it out. I still follow everything from Mike Villagio and his brother, everything from Richard Blaze and his funny, goofy ass, man, I love him, dude, he's awesome, bro. Mark Wahlberg, chef, one of my good friends, Chef Lawrence, who's very good in the health world.
What's something you've learned as not only a chef, but a business owner as well?
You can be a great chef and make a garnish and make your shit look very cool on a plate, but there's so much more to it. You gotta run a business. You have people to feed and take care of, and you have to know where your money's going. So I think the last 6, 7 years has been hardcore for me for that. You know what I mean? I was finding myself, I was finding my cuisine, and then applying those recipes. Okay, cool, now we got that line, Joe. Now, okay, cool. You can match your meal preps, your high-end meal preps with your fine course dinners. Okay, so like your chicken roulades, wrapped with asparagus, stuffed with pork, spinach, mushrooms, just like a Wellington, but wrapped in a chicken thigh. Pound it out, okay, sous vide for 2.5 hours, at roughly around 127 degrees, then cooled and shocked. Now that's just gonna be fucking beautiful from Monday to Sunday. Now you just gotta cut open, fucking sear, cut, put over some cauliflower rice, squash with cranberries, and then some blanched Brussels sprouts, which people just wanna fucking sear them, throw them in an oven, but no, watch, just go back to the basics, those things that every chef taught you in culinary school, right? Okay, that I couldn't afford to go to. Dope-ass street chefs, dude, taught me everything. Because this fucking world's filled with so many credential chefs, so many badass chefs, so many. You know how hard it's so hard to compete out here. It's so hard. How are you gonna stand out? Well, be you, bro. All right, fuck it, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Out of all that trial and error, that whole fucking up and down, and this chef yelling at you, you need to be like this, and you need to fucking tuck your shirt in, and fucking, you know what I mean? You're better than this guy because he worked at Joe Robuchon. And he does a chef plus sauce. That shit died in fucking 1996. Fucking get out of here, bro. It's 2021.
So when we talk about social media, What's important for your specific brand?
I think it's to stay on top of trends, especially like when you're staggered. So it's like you got to get the inspiration. And to me, when you have conversations with your friends every single day, whether it's from your pastor to your dad, when I pick up my phone, like I don't know, like I guess the younger me was like, you know, we got to get the girls, we got to get the cars in there, you know, it's like, yeah, wow, the boats, and yeah, JoJo, get on stage with the rappers, they're pulling you there, this. It's like, all right, that's fucking boring now. Like, it's just boring, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think more older we get, we were watching our kids grow, and we just want to just be natural badasses that we are, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to try. Like, it pushes to make that content motivational, to inspire others. That's just the main thing. Like, and we want to just showcase happiness. Like, if we can look like bosses all day, that's the easiest thing in the world. But dude, like, we want to be us. Like, you know, throw our skateboards on the wall. Yeah, we smoke, we drive old cars, we hang out with the kids. I ride my kids' scooter.
How did you get through all of the difficulties, the hardships, the setbacks?
That's we could sit here for hours. This is all God's work, 100%. I wake up every day thanking Him. Especially as a young man, just trying to please everybody constantly, never really worrying about myself. And the moment that I started worrying about myself and taking care of myself, and that was, you know, getting sober for a couple years and like just working out consistently, like just going hard. But being a young man and having 3 children, multiple businesses, and dude, going through hell in court and losing everything all before 25. God giveth and taketh, man. So I think that's when He took everything from me and was like, hey, definitely taught me how to make better decisions, you know what I mean?
So I'm gonna reel us back in here for a moment, and let's talk about what we originally sat down to do. OnlyFans. What's your plan?
My plan for OnlyFans, like the ultimate goal for OnlyFans, is just to reach and empower people. I just want to inspire people to bring their family together. That's majority it. Like, and teach you how to cook at home. Like, with the way the world's going, like I love going out. I want to feel pampered sometimes, but even now, having that weird glass and all that kind of things around you is still having that weird kind of atmosphere. But that interaction's just kind of slowly withering away, I feel like. You know what I mean? So I feel like if we've had that the whole time inside our house, whether it's just you and your girlfriend, you and your kids, single dad, single mom, or even like you and your girl, and you guys want to have like a good date night. Like, this is dope. Bringing God's love into the entire family. Inspiring those chefs to kind of try those ingredients and try those things that they kind of thought they were kind of scared to try and understand, but now they can because they have a little more confidence because they saw Chef JoJo do it. I want it to be that happy medium with OnlyFans. I want it to be where you can reach me. That's the fun part, you know what I mean? I think I've always stayed at that me and that loving and that caring, where you have to jump through that hurdle, because I'm gonna jump through hurdles for you.
Chef, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and talk with us today. Is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans?
If it wasn't for my audience, I wouldn't be here financially stable to be able to be in my zone every single day, I guess you could say, of the food world. You know, to be able to afford it, because it's not cheap. This is a day and age where ingredients are very expensive, and they're just getting more expensive as time goes on. If it wasn't for them and my willpower, God's love, amen. They believe in me. We have a lot of people waiting on standby for this pandemic to get over with, to start pushing really hard for the Grandmaster brand, which is cool, because it starts believing in your vision, and that's where they start. The food's good, cool, thanks, right on. But like the vision, that's the best part.